the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here for the smooth and creamy Guinness 175 presented by Gabe Butler. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and I will be your host for tonight's awesome festivities. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are strapped in and ready to go racing here tonight. Qualifying is underway. Drivers have 10 minutes to lay down one qualifying lap. A couple drivers already making their way out onto the speedway. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds just now taking the green flag for his first time lap. Sean Stevens making his way down the backstretch for his opening lap. Dave Hunt in the 53 right there as well. The Embry Riddle 53 trying to hug that yellow line. Shorten this track up as much as possible and lay down that good fast lap. Sean Stevens on the pole. Zach Fritsch with a 50.63, good enough for second place right now. Alan Fritsch in YouTube chat cheering for the 12 as Dave Hunt posts a third quick time. Shane Posey in the 83 making his way around the speedway. David Booth in the 77 up into second. These times are starting to come in hot and heavy. Andy Brigante in the 13. He's going to flash across the start-finish line. He's inside the top 10 for the moment. BK Anderson, last week's race winner, the 32. John Andretti. I believe that's a John Andretti throwback. Not 100% sure. But I do know John Andretti ran a Cheerios car. As the 32 goes across the line. BK Anderson in 11th spot. Alan wants to know if I'm going to cut up a little bit here tonight. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you mean by cut up. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15 making his way around. Alan, we can cut up. I got plenty of room in my basement to stuff in some bodies. I mean, I'm gonna hit the rewind button. All right, so Jeff Crosby in the 15 making his way around. Anthony English in the 44. Anthony English running a very unique paint scheme, one I kind of like. Worked hard on that one. Someone did, not me. Would never paint a race car and then shamelessly plug it on my broadcast. The 44 peeling down to the inside. Anthony English having some issues. The 40 of Peter DeBorgia running a tribute paint scheme to Mr. Jim Mayer. The 40, very slow. Peter DeBorgia currently in 18th spot for qualifying time. Sean McCara in the 71 has a slower time than Peter DeBorgia. So if Peter was trying to get the slowest time, he failed at that as well. Les Levy in the 62, making his way around the speedway. Les Levy in the mountains of Levy. So Alan wants to try and get under my skin. So bring it, Alan. Let's go. Miss Michelle, how you doing? We got Kevin Nagels in here. Mr. Sega GameCube. Thank you guys for coming on in. Make sure you cheer all race long for your favorite driver. And also don't forget to type into the chat how poorly they are doing or how good they are doing. They will come back. They will be able to see what you typed in those moments. So yeah, let them have it. Anthony English doing a great job at posing as a monument, as his pedestal is the tires on the infield. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 out on the speedway. No, Alan, I actually am from German descent. So, yeah, German. And then another, it's German on one side of my family and Irish on the other. The German side is where the last name comes from, and my Henriness comes from the Irish side. Oh, Fritchie. Oh. We're getting personal tonight. All right. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. Sebastian Marin in the 23 in his basketball paint scheme. Making his way around the speedway. John Stevens holding on to pole position. So Stevens with a faster lap than Hunter Reynolds, but Sebastian Marin gonna take the top spot with a 50.53, 4/100ths of a second faster. Gabe Butler in the 88, making his way around the front stretch and across the line, and Gabe Butler up into third. The Butler only good enough for third, and we're down to the final few minutes of qualifying here. So we are going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Turn 3 Racing Network, where we are all about fair play and low blows will not be tolerated. Now, define the definition of low blow, and we'll start talking. So here we go. Alan's feeling very spicy as Zach has given him some ammo here tonight. This is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, let's get right into the starting lineup for tonight. On the inside of row number 1, that is the 23 of Sebastian Marin. To his outside, the 27 of Sean Stevens. Row number 2 going to be made up of the 88 of Gabe Butler and the 26 of Hunter Reynolds on the outside. Row 3 will be the 77 of David Booth, and to the outside of row number 3, that is the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Row number 4 on the inside, the 53 of Dave Hunt, and to his outside, that is the 62 of Les Levy. Row number 5 will have Eric Laurie in it, and that's the only one worth talking about. Row number 6 will be the 04 of Mark Mann and the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Now, as we move further on into this starting lineup, the 24 of Tyler Miller on the inside of row number 7 with Casey Gilchrist in the 013 to the outside. Row number 8 will be the 51 of Travis Elliott and the 19 of Zach Workman. Row number 9 will be the 6 of Cody Nagels and the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Jim Mayer in the 95 and Shane Posey in the 83 will make up row number 10, because I can do math, and BK Anderson, last week's race winner, finding himself on the inside of row number 11. Andy Brigante in the 13 to the outside of that row. Row number 12 will be the 42 of Nate Warren and the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, Sean McCara in the 71 for row number 13. Row 14 will be Rick Seabrands in the 4 and Anthony English in the 44. Ernie Williams Jr., old Mr. Whiskers in the 91 on the outside or inside of row 15, and Robert Rock to the outside with Lynn McNeese bringing up the tail end of this field. That's Sebastian Marin in the 23. Leads this field to the green flag. Our smooth and creamy Guinness 175 presented by Gabe Butler hits the green flag for the first time, and away we go as the 23 and the 27 are going to try and lead this field into turn number 1. The 23 has the advantage into turn number 1, but here comes the 27 with some momentum down the backstretch. Sean Stevens now starting to roll ahead with Hunter Reynolds on his back bumper. Into turn number 3 they go side by side. We are in the middle of week 13, or an update of iRacing. So if anything goes crazy, we'll just blame iRacing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Leading the first lap, that is the 23 of Sebastian Marin Getting that done here early. Sebastian Marin yet to win a race here on Wednesday night. Comes into tonight 46 points above the cutoff line. And the reason why that is important is we are getting down to the nitty-gritty of this race season. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race info for race number 10 of 18. It is for sure crunch time, as there is only 3 races left to lock yourself in. There will be 1 stage at the halfway mark, and if I do my quick math correctly, that will be about lap 35. And of course, there is 1 fast repair available to all of our drivers here tonight. The front row remains unchanged. The 23 and the 27 still holding on to those top spots. We do have a little bit of a breakaway here. 2 groups getting involved, or 2 distinct groups starting to show up on the track. Fastest lap of the race right now does belong to the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. He is running alongside the 95 of Jim Mayer. Miss Mara chiming in. How you doing, Miss Mara? Thank you very much for joining us. So those 2 paint schemes running nose to tail. Peter DeBorgia running legendary paint schemes, or tributes to legendary paint schemes and or legendary drivers. Alan wants to know if I have an engineering degree. I will not answer that question. That is a question I will leave for another time. But no, I don't have an engineering degree. My father is an engineer, and I did go to college for quite a few semesters to become an engineer. And I eventually bailed out of it because I just wanted to be an engineer, and to keep up in college, they wanted me to take a whole bunch of other classes I just didn't have time to pay attention to. That had nothing to do with engineering. And I just couldn't bring myself to keep paying for it. So the 23 continues to lead. The 27 of Sean Stevens finally fallen in line. And there's a reason why he was falling in line. Looks like he wanted to catch his breath down below the yellow line. But Sean Stevens really dropping back. So Stevens, after an excellent qualifying session, finding himself now digging hard in the back of the pack. We go on board with the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Williams running the high side. He'll be the first one to tell you he is very comfortable on the high side. A lot of that has to do with just how good he is on a dirt sprint car here in iRacing. That's the reason why I keep bringing that up. I like Ernie because he's running a dirt sprint car on iRacing. Good little driver when it comes to those. The 32 of BK Anderson and the 6 of Cody Nagels finding themselves right now 28th and 29th. So pretty deep in the field, but do not count these two out. Nagels has 1 win on the season. BK picked up his first win last week. And these two know how to get it done. And if they can hook up, look out. towards the back of the pack. We are watching some of this racing going on. Side by side, most of this field right now. Sebastian Marin, the 23, your race leader, as they make their way onto the front stretch. The 77 of David Booth is one of our in-race streamers. If you would like to check out some other points of view, do check out these guys who are streaming. Purple is on Twitch, red is on YouTube. They would love to have you come by and see what they got in store for you. If you do stop over there, tell them the Turn 3 Racing Network and KR Failed Engineering School sent you. Also, KR who doesn't know how to strap down a wing. Actually, the wing never moved. It was the excess strap that got caught under the trailer tire, which then ripped the sideboard off, which then mechanic KR had to fix. Yes. It was a comedy of errors to start off my racing weekend last Friday night. We got through it, set the fastest time ever seen in our class as far as for recorded times. And that was in the heat race. And that translated into a third place finish in the feature. I am working on those videos. I do post my racing videos to my personal YouTube page. I'm about 3 races behind right now because got to do all these broadcasts and got to find new jokes to get underneath Alan's skin. It is what it is. Zach Fritch in the 12. Oh, Fritchie. His dad's cheering for him hard. But, I don't know. Some children, you just got to walk away in disappointment. I mean, they're just going to leave you disappointed all the time. Fritchie not able to find victory lane yet this season, and hopefully that puts him in timeout. We'll see. We'll see if Alan can get that program turned around. Nate Warren in the 42, tucked in behind the 24. Tyler Miller. Anthony English in the 44, working his way to the front. Speaking of working their way to the front, our biggest mover right now, you can see it, the 84 of Lynn McNeese, that Western Auto paint scheme. He has gained 15 spots from where he started tonight's race. So Lynn McNeese up 15 positions, and he is still looking for more as we are coming up on some green flag pit stops. And it'll be only a matter of time before they hit pit road as the 40 and the 95 continue to run side by side with each other. John Stevens, who started on the outside front row, has fallen all the way back to 27th spot to match his car number. Sean McCara in the 71 just ahead of him. Ahead of the 71 of McCara, as the yellow flag is going to come out, we have trouble. Pace car is on its way to slow this field down. And I believe we're going to see an issue with the 33. And not really sure that was the cause of the caution. 24 and the 42 do make contact. The 33 checks up. And to prevent further incident, I believe race control did throw the yellow there. So even though no one got too far sideways to trigger an iRacing caution, race control stepped up and said, there's enough going on. We're gonna let this one fly. So off the nose of the 33, you see the 24 hard impact into the wall. And the yellow flag comes out. So pit stops. We were about ready to have green flag pit stops. Well, now we're going to have yellow flag pit stops. Everyone on the pit road. I'm going to step away for just a moment to figure out how I'm going to handle Alan and a trade skillsman, a fellow tradesman. That means things might get a little rowdy. So no one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Green flag comes out once again here in the smooth and creamy Guinness 175. Thank you everyone for joining me here tonight. We want to make sure that everyone knows that they are welcome to try and type hurtful comments about KR Stolfus. But I do ask that you at least keep it somewhat respectful and clean. And if you can tie it into the race, bonus points, okay? So, anyways, that being said, the 23 of Sebastian Marin is out in front. Man, we used to have, what was his name? We had a guy that would come in and just lay down some great dad jokes during an OP race. Now I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. He'd come in and lay down some of the best dad jokes. If you got a good dad joke as well, like, we can roast me all day long. That's gonna get boring because, like, I'm not very fat, so there's not a lot to roast. But dad jokes, I think we all could get behind some good dad jokes. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds is our new leader. As I believe for the first time in a long time we have a new leader, and now we have some very different strategies. On the pit road comes our first 4 race cars. They are going to top off their fuel tank to hit pit road now and try and make it to the end of stage number 1, the only stage that we are going to have. On board with Hunter Reynolds in the 26, looking out the back at the rest of the field. I do want to say, if things don't go as smoothly tonight, we are going to blame iRacing, but I also did an update on one part of my computer programming, and it blew out another part of the computer programming that I use to do these broadcasts, so I'm having to do things differently as Hunter hits pit road. Now give the lead to the 77 of David Booth. David Booth teammates with Les Levy in the 62 Mountains of Levy. And so I believe that's a good enough segue to do one of these. That is a cold mountain flavored water, by the way. So the 77 of David Booth goes from the race lead to fall back just a little bit. 51 of Travis Elliott on the outside lane, taking over the top spot. And here comes Booth on the pit road with Shane Posey in the 83. So Travis Elliott in the 51. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. The 71 of Sean McCarron. Now the 15. Crosby Sr. with Zach Fritch rounding out the top 5. These drivers have not come down pit road yet. Everyone getting single file right now that is still on track. Usually when they get single file, that means that they are ready to come down pit road. And this is it. This pack of drivers have hit pit lane. We ride on board with the 62 of Les Levy. These drivers here are good to the end, and Travis Elliott in the 51. Gotta wonder, they were last on pit road on lap 14. So that is a 20-ish lap stretch. If I did some quick math, I'd say it's a 3-lap stretch. Oh, Alan. When is a dad joke a dad joke? Kick this off. A dad joke segment is underway. So when is a dad joke a dad joke? Travis Elliott in the 51 continues to lead this race. He is right there on the limit for a fuel run. Miss Mara, if you have a mom joke, feel free to add that as well. Whether you are a mom or not, whether Alan is a dad or not, it does not matter. We know what a dad joke is. Or a mom joke is. It's one of those jokes that's painfully obvious. Like when someone asks you, "Hey, what's up?" and you say, "The sky." It's a lame dad joke. That's a lame mom joke. Whatever you got, Miss Mara. Kevin, if you're still here, Kevin, lay one down for me as well. Let's see who else. Oh, Miss Michelle. Oh, I bet you could tell us stories about when BK was in a bathtub. We would love to hear those as well. So Alan popping off his dad joke. And it is, in quotes, I did air quotes, you couldn't see it, I'm doing them now. I told my wife she needed to start embracing her mistakes. So she gave me a hug. Ouch. I wonder if she would have given Zach a hug. It seems like a mistake to be running in 5th place. The 51 of Travis Elliott, though, not making a mistake. He is out in front in that clean air. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. waiting for the right time to strike. I do have some housekeeping to do. Sebastian Marin and Shane Posey each got popped with a speeding penalty. And so they are 1 lap down, and they are in danger of going another lap down. If this race does not get a caution, we could see our pole sitter going 2 laps down early on in this race because of a speeding penalty. And now we all have to work together to get Miss Anderson to tell us a story about BK. And right now, BK doing a great job in that 32. We can talk about him, Miss Michelle. We'll talk about him. He's running a good race with his teammate, Cody Nagels. They're right in the middle of the pack. But if you want us to keep talking about him, we're going to have to get some nitty-gritty stories here. We're down to brass tacks right now, Miss Michelle. How's it going to go? How's it going to go? One driver I do want to point out right now, someone that is no stranger to OP Racing, but has been a stranger for a little bit. Haven't got to talk a lot about this guy. He does happen to be in a Ford, so he already makes bad life choices, and that is the 013 at Casey Gilchrist. He is right now inside the top 10, and I've not got to call his name in an OP race for quite a while, but the 013 right now up 6 positions from where he qualified. And this young man finding himself in a good position to try and get some stage points. So Casey, this broadcaster is glad to see you out here once again. Thank you for joining us on Wednesday night. Don't be a stranger, bud. Go get that podium. Make that happen. Do a thing. Do something Zach Fritsch can't do. How about that? Sean McCara right now our biggest mover of the race. He has gained 23 positions. So Sean McCara in that 71 Best lap time of a 46.527. As we're starting to wind down the opening stage, or the opening half of this race. I wonder if Miss Mara, who is a good friend of Markman in the 04, we're asking Mrs. Anderson if she can give us a BK Anderson bathtub story. Would I be too forward if I asked Miss Mara if she could give us a bathtub story of the 04 Markman? And I have a feeling that Markman is no stranger to the bathtubs, because that young man, or aged individual, he is all about Civil War reenactments. And I have a feeling that in that time frame, they didn't take a lot of showers, but they did take a lot of baths. So I wonder if Miss Mara could give us some details on how his Civil War reenactments go, and if he takes a bath or a shower. I bet she's got some stuff for us. We gotta coax it out of her, though. I have a feeling. Mr. Sega GameCube. First of all, Mr. Sega GameCube, gotta ask, what kind of name you got going on there? Cause those are opposites attract, oxymoron, whatever you got there. But I assume his, because there is a Mr. involved. What kind of car does a sheep like to drive? And we have pit stops happening right as I was getting to the punchline. So Travis Elliott not able to make it to the end of this stage. This whole group has to hit pit road. Elliott, Crosby, and Gilchrist. Crosby once again, the father, not the son, and Sean McCara all hit pit road. Oh, and the 33 and the 13 both overshoot their pit stall. That gives the race lead to the 47 of Richard Kuhn. So Richard Kuhn, Dave Hunt, and Jim Mayer, who have been out there, they were one of the first ones to hit pit road to try and make this run to the end of the stage. Do they have enough now? And I think that we do. Oh, here comes the four. Rick Seabrams, Ernie Williams on the pit road as well. Lynn McNeese in the 84 has hit pit lane. But here we go. Final 2 laps in stage number 1. And the only stage, and how about that? What did I tell you guys several laps ago? Pay attention to the 6 and the 32. They have hooked themselves up. Even though that when I pointed it out, they were at the tail end of the field. They were down around 28th, 29th spot. I said, watch out. These two hook up and they are going to go somewhere. And here we are at the end. We are getting the 1 to go for stage number 1. And the 6 and the 32 are out in front. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Mr. Sega GameCube, I just read all of that in my head, and that's very honorable. But Richard Kuhn in the 47 could be out of fuel. He is dropping like a rock. He tried to make it, but the 47 is out of fuel. And here you go, the 6 and the 32 coming around onto the front stretch to seal the deal for those one stage that we have here tonight in the Smooth and Creamy Guinness 175. And the 6 of Cody Nagels is going to win the stage as the caution flag flies. So Cody Nagels picks up a stage win. And because I don't have all the tools I normally do, I apologize. Let's go ahead and show that. And Cody now going to have 2 stage wins. All of these graphics were before this race started. Hard to update this stuff on the fly. I'm a one-man show, ladies and gentlemen. I do what I can with what I got. The Cody Nagels now going to have 2 stage wins. And on the pit road they come, but if they have to hit pit road this time before it was open, I do believe pit lane maybe was open, not 100% sure. Jim Mayer takes over the top spot. I didn't see the pace car get into the picture there. Very interesting. Now what? BK Anderson on the pit road. Cody Nagels. Ooh, a whole lot happened here right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what is going on. Give me just a second here. BK Anderson still sitting on pit road, so troubles for the 32. So we are on board with the 95 of Jim Mayer, who was the first one to hit pit road, and race control is confirming that our stage 1 winner is the 95 of Jim Mayer, as he is down and away. So yes, it seems like Cody and BK hit pit road before they should, and that will cost you a stage win. So let's talk to our stage 1 winner, and that is the 95 of Jim Mayer. Jim, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Just sitting here drinking some flavored waters and getting to talk about a great race car finishing in first place here in stage number 1.
Yeah, I got lucky with some fuel mileage there, so we were holding our breath there. I didn't think I was going to make it, but got lucky and made it back around.
Well, the 95 picks up the stage win, and very fast so far here tonight in the smooth and creamy Guinness 175. So tell us a little bit about what you had to be smooth and creamy here in stage number 1 to pick up that win.
Well, I think that's it's in the title there. I just got to be smooth and baby the throttle there and try to save some fuel when we could. So that was all fuel mileage race there.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was an outstanding job to get it done here in our only stage. If I do recall, I think that's your first stage win.
Yeah, probably my first stage. I think I do have 1 win here on Wednesdays. But
yes, you do have 1 win, but this is your first stage win.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe you are right there. A little bit more conservative on Wednesdays and just try to be there at the end.
All right, man. Well, nice job on picking up that stage win, your first one. I gotta ask, Peter DeBorgia going around doing all these tribute paint schemes, and tonight he picked you to be the tribute paint scheme. You two were running nose to tail for a while there. What was that like?
It was pretty cool. I didn't know he was doing that, so I just happened to look at my outside and I said, "Hey, that's my car going by me." So from there, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll follow it because it looks good.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad it looks good.
So
All right,
that's
man.
a KR paint on there, so it looks good.
All right, well, nice job. Any shout-outs, thank yous you'd like to give for that stage win?
Yeah, the guys back to the shop for the fuel mileage there. That's a fuel mileage race there, and the guys put it together a good car. So.
All right, I
Happy to get
assume
that
you're
one.
down in Alliance Motorsports chat room tonight.
I am. Yep.
All right, well, good luck to you as the green flag is about to come out once again. Our stage 1 winner, Jim Mayer. And now our pole starter for this restart. That's the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Rumor has it he does like the pole. Green flag is out in that tribute paint scheme. Gonna get a good restart here. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. on that back bumper. Now, Peter DeBorgia in the 40, having a good run here. And he does these tribute paint schemes, and they're good tribute paint schemes. Nothing wrong with that, but this one, as soon as I seen it, I was like, it's not an exact replica. It looks good. It looks good, but it's not an exact replica. So we are on board with the 40 of DeBorgia as he's trying to get a draft right now off of BK Anderson. And we're going to switch real quick to Jim Mayer in the 95. This is getting a little rowdy right now. You can see just a little bit of the difference in the paint scheme there. One, the logo is completely different on the hood, but the textures are different as well. That's okay. That's okay. Still, I'm still very honored to have one of my paint schemes considered a legendary paint scheme. And the only reason, let's be 100% honest, the only reason it's considered a legendary paint scheme is because the 95 of Jim Mayer is running it while he gets elected into the Hall of Fame. Oh no, Eric Glory in the 071 takes a big shot. And the yellow flag comes out. Eric Glory somehow able to keep rolling as he was airborne and lands on all four. So yellow flag coming out. Eric Glory gets just a shot to the right rear by the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. And it looks like Ernie had some help from the 40 of DeBorgia. On board with the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. And yeah, it looks like two drivers just trying to go for the same spot. So, caution flag flying once again. Onto pit road comes the field. And Alan has a new dad joke, and it is, What is the scariest tree? Bamboo! Bamboo is grass. And that's why it's a dad joke. So the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. comes off pit road second. Hunter Reynolds leads the field. All right, let's go ahead. Now let's pull up the driver of the 15 and see what he has to say about his race so far. That is none other than Jeff Crosby Sr., who has gained 16 spots to be inside the top 10. Mr. Crosby, you got your ears on, bud?
I do, buddy. How you doing?
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm having a good old time up here in the broadcast booth, but that Sunoco 15 looking pretty fast here tonight.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable tonight. I think I'm finally starting to get it. I got to stay out of trouble. That's the only thing.
What's it going to take for you to stay out of trouble? How are you approaching this with a different attitude than before?
Just watching ahead of me, way ahead.
Way ahead. All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Hey, I don't get to talk to you a whole lot on a broadcast, so who do you have to thank for being out here tonight?
Junior drugged me into this, so I thank him for that. I enjoy it, and anybody that's watching, family and friends.
All right, there you go. That is none other than Jeff Crosby Sr., driver of the 15 Sunoco, and he is out there looking to just try and avoid all the trouble he can to get a good, solid run as the pace car has turned the lights out. BK Anderson in the 32 getting one of his laps back. He has had a bit of a rough race. To go from winning the race to falling a lap down, multiple laps down. Now he is working to get caught back up to the field. Here we come off of turn number 4. Liberty Fires, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Grab some popcorn, sit on down. We got a good race for you here. Pace car down and away. We get ready to fire them off once again. Gonna have 25 laps to go with this green flag. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. out in front for this restart. Down the back stretch, side by side, everyone's starting to push a little bit harder. 25 laps to go. We still have one pit stop to make to get to the end of this race, but you want to try and gain all the positions you can right here, right now. Maybe do it while you're trying to save some fuel, because that final pit stop is gonna be the make it or break it kind of stop. You have one car that has pulled behind the wall here tonight. Is the only car out of the race. Started 31 race cars. 30 race cars are out on the track, and Robert Rock is the only one who has gone behind the wall, and he has just done that. The scorecard just being pulled. We'll see. Maybe it may not be pulled, Might be able to get back out there. We'll see how it goes. BK Anderson finding himself one lap down. He is in desperate need of a caution, as he is the only car one lap down. He has got to stay with this lead group. He is working with the 77 of David Booth. Booth has some damage to that race car. So Anderson will have to figure out what to do. Anderson needs to get in front of the 77. His nose looks a little bit straighter, a little bit cleaner. He can get in front of the 77, cut that air a little bit better. Those two might be able to work more efficiently. Fastest lap of this race going to Zach Workman right now at a 46.52. Zach Workman in the 19, running a heck of a lap time. A couple other drivers have been in that 46.5 bracket, but Workman at a 46.52, one of the fastest race cars on the track. We'll see if anyone else picks up that time as we get closer to the end of this race. But right now, Workman in the 19. Mid-pack right now running in 18th spot down on the inside line. Mark Mann in the 04 just ahead of him. So with 20 laps to go, with this race starting to wind down, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been doing it enough. I want to do it a whole bunch more than what I have been. So right or wrong, we're going to do a little bit of turn it up. Always do love me a little bit of turn it up, so thank you very much for indulging me. Even though we were in the middle of a turn it up, and they did take to some green flag pit stops. Sebastian Marin in the 23, Tyler Miller, Zach Fritsch, Jim Mayer all peeling off for pit road. That's just going to leave two race cars who have not made a pit stop. That is the 53 and the 15. They're going to peel off this time. So Dave Hunt in the 53 making his way down that long pit lane. Zach Fritsch in the 12. Gotta be a disappointment to his father as he goes a lap down. Zach, your father works hard. He feeds you. Put a roof over your head. I'm sure he even changed a diaper or two. This is how you repay him by going a lap down? That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Hunter Reynolds takes over the top spot as he passes by the 53. So Reynolds, your race leader, Zach Workman in the 19, and Anthony English in the 44. Oh, English washing up just a little bit. Lynn McNeese in the 84 peeling off for pit road. Not sure what that is all about. Maybe a penalty coming for Lynn McNeese. Off the nose of the Dirty Dicks 44 of Anthony English. Hunter Reynolds just ahead in that Ford Mustang Cobra. Toyota Supra of the 19 of Zach Workman. Surging ahead, there is the 6 of Cody Nagels. And Zach Fritsch must have got the message because now he is trying to get back on the lead lap, as he is fighting hard in the middle of this pack. We've gone 3 wide. Sebastian Marin up along the wall. Cody Nagels contact, and this is gonna be big. Zach Fritsch spinning like a top, trying to mow down the grass some more. The 23 is Sebastian Marin. Jimmy Reynolds going to help out as well. Anthony English got a piece of it. Several race cars involved. And tough break for the 12 of Fritchie, as because he had contact there, he was the first car 1 lap down. But that will be negated because of the contact. Everyone going every which way. Crosby Jr. taking a hard hit. Sean Stevens in the 27 locks it down. Go off of the 12. Zach Fritsch just turned into a pinball there. On board with the 33, Jeff Crosby Jr. So yellow flag coming out The big time dust up down the back stretch. Gonna see the 19 of Zach Workman out in front. Half the field did hit pit road. And Lynn McNeese in the 84 going to get the free pass. He will get back on the lead lap. That 84 surges past the pace car. I do want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining us here tonight. If you haven't done so yet and you are enjoying the race that these drivers are putting on for you, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you let them know you are here by either doing the thumbs up, typing in the chat, whatever it takes. When these guys come back and watch the broadcast, let them know you were here, because otherwise they got no clue. And I'm not going to tell them.
We have no clue.
Whoa, Zach, what are you doing, buddy?
I want to do a trial run
What are you trialing for?
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Yep. In-car commentator.
In-car
Can you say the word?
well, I'll tell you what.
Yes.
I really only want to talk to winners.
Oh, that one stings.
Yeah?
I'm
That
a
just
stage winner.
happened. Huh?
I'm a stage winner.
Don't really care about stages.
That one hurts, KR.
Oh, kind of like having the sideboard of your wing ripped off. Yet somehow we both found a way to keep racing.
Yeah. You see me cut the grass?
I did see you cut the grass, and then I saw you try and get your lap back because you got distracted by cutting the grass.
No,
and then you decided to be in a crash.
I was 3 wide, and we were everywhere.
And you decided to be in a crash. And Lynn McNeese got the wave around.
I don't want to hear it.
Your father is disappointed that you're not a girl right now.
That one hurts too.
Oh.
He's got a daughter. I got a sister.
I got zingers for days.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, it's a good thing you're not in the car for your ignition switch.
You. Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? It's gonna be like that. You're gonna kick a man while you're kicking him. All right, Zach. All right, you're the in-race reporter. We're getting ready to do a restart. Why don't you walk us through this one as we go on board with you inside the car?
Man. Oh man. Well, we're getting ready to go green here. Almost.
Rating this a 2 out of 10.
Green. Yeah, green. Looks like everybody's gonna follow the suit. Go 2 by 2. I gotta fight BK Anderson here. He's right behind me. About 2 cars back behind me. I gotta fight him for the lucky dog. I gotta stay ahead of him. But I also can't get into the wreck. So like, I think I just gotta sit right here.
I don't know. I think you're gonna have to get ahead.
I'm ahead of him. He's falling back. He might be hurt. I don't know.
No, you're hurt, not him.
This car. Oh, we got some craziness going on right here. I gotta check up a little bit. So the leader's doing some slicing and dicing up there. Who's the leader?
Zach Workman.
Zach Workman. Well, he's the better Zach, as you can tell.
Obviously.
Ouch. Just gotta chill here. I guarantee they'll go 3 wide here soon, and then it's gonna be a wreck fest.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go up there and hit the 88 of Gabe Butler and see what happens?
No, I can't do that to him. He sponsored tonight's race. Oh, there they go. They're 3 wide. Yep. This is where I ease off the throttle a little bit.
Oh, Peter DeBorgia making a move to the high side with the 23, Sebastian Marin, but they quickly blend back in. Now the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. gonna do it. Oh, they're getting tight. They're getting tight up here.
Yeah, you got Travis back here 3 wide as well. Oh, they're touching back here. Oh,
Someone's bumping uglies. You got 6 laps to go. I'll tell you what, Zach, I appreciate your effort, but I'm gonna put you back down into a room. What room would you like?
you're good. I'll move myself. You're all right.
No, I'll move you. I'll move you. Tell me what room. Flat out or Alliance? Oh, he did it anyways. See, there you go. He's a stud. He was able to navigate through TeamSpeak while racing. So Zach Fritsch being a stud. But let's go ahead and get this race into the books. Let's go ahead and bring it home. Zach Workman in the 19, out in front for the moment. The 4 of Rick Seabrands has them run down on the inside. Here comes the 26 of Hunter Reynolds to the outside. The outside lane just breaking even with the middle lane, and that allows Eric Laurie in the 071 to slice up ahead. And now it is a 3 wide battle down the backstretch once again. Laurie, big wiggle down the backstretch. Hunter Reynolds gonna take advantage of that. So 3 wide through the triangle. We're gonna have 4 laps to go. And these drivers are shuffling. Every one of them is digging hard. Remember what I said when we kicked this one off. You have got to start getting those finishes that you want to have, because it is crunch time. We're down to 3 races left to lock yourself in. 3 races left to get a win. And one of those 3 races, well, just a little bit less than 4 laps to go in that race. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 has the advantage for the moment, but Sebastian Marin, your pole sitter, finding himself leading the middle lane. Cody Nagels in the 6, who crossed the start-finish line to win our only stage, or I should say, crossed the start-finish line at the stage break, but could not make it around to officially be the stage winner. Here he is once again after losing his partner BK Anderson. Miss Michelle, you gotta give us some stories on BK. Only do it on Wednesday night, maybe not Monday. Drop him here on Wednesday night. Gonna get the popsicle sticks, as Roger Muth would say. 2 fingers in the air. 2 laps to go once again. Can they make it around? All of this driving has these guys up in arms. Everyone pushing as hard as they can, trying to squeeze a driver as much as they can. Who is going to come out on top, and can they get the white flag this time around? Zach Fritsch in the 12 would love to see a caution flag and a big slicing move. Almost brought it out, but Hunter Reynolds, Zach Workman, and Cody Nagels able to hold on to their race lead, or hold on to their lane leads. And now Zach Workman gets the white flag. Final time around. Here we go. Three wide race contact into turn number 1. Ernie Williams Jr. into the fence. More trouble behind him. The 4, the 90. I'm sorry, the 40 got involved. So Ernie Williams, that is going to leave it to Zach Workman, Hunter Reynolds, and Eric Laurie to settle out this podium. Here they come off of turn number 4. Oh my goodness, each one wants to win this race, but the 26 is gonna get it done at the line. Hunter Reynolds, Zach Workman, and Eric Laurie are able to continue on. Mark Mann, Jimmy Reynolds, and Sebastian Marin in fourth, fifth, and sixth. Oh my goodness, that was a huge one off the corner. Let's take another look at this one as they came to the white flag. Miss Michelle, I would love to hear a kindergarten story of BK. Don't hold back is all I have to say. All right, so here you have it. Field working its way through the corner. Cody Nagels in the sixth, making contact and all kinds of chaos going down. But once you get the white flag, that is it. It is on from there. And you cannot slow down. Looking out the back of Nagels for this one. As they hit trouble in 1 and 2. Ernie Williams just airborne. Shane Posey, John Stevens, Tim Mayer, Peter Georgia, Jeff Crosby Sr. Well, let's go ahead and kick off our post-race show by talking to our race winner, and that is none other than Hunter Reynolds, driver of the Reynolds Wrap 26. Hunter, got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. How's it go?
Man, I'll tell you what, it's going pretty good. I gotta know, how the heck did you pull this off?
A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, a little bit of just not getting wrecked. That was wild. That was fun.
So tonight has been a wild night altogether. The track, we didn't have a whole lot of cautions, but we still had a lot of great racing action and some wild chances being taken by these drivers.
Yeah, the cars were like super squirrely tonight, so we were having to like hang on to these things. But you know, we're all super confident drivers, so we were 3 wide there for the last, I don't even know how many laps. That was awesome. We were all throwing moves on each other and switching lanes and everything else. Unfortunately, everyone got wrecked there at the end. I just as soon as I saw there was only 3 of us left, I just immediately tried to get a run on Zach. And I wasn't gonna race tonight actually, but Dad talked me into it with like 5 minutes left to practice. So glad I showed up.
Man, I'm glad you showed up as well with a solid race win. That puts you, well, as one of the few race winners that we have this year or season.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been keeping up with Wednesdays, but I think I've ran 1 or 2 races. Probably won't see the 26 in the playoffs, but I just like to show up and have fun.
Well, Hunter, nice job on getting it done here tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give, have to give? Maybe tell your dad one more time, thanks for letting me come out.
Yep, of course. Appreciate Dad for talking me into racing. Like to thank all my teammates at FSR, everybody at Alliance Motorsports who run with those guys and I. Pretty fun. Like to thank you, been a booth KR, do an awesome job, and appreciate everybody else watching. Thank you all.
All right, that is the 26 of Hunter Reynolds getting it done here tonight, man. Nice job, and once again, congratulations.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. It was a fun night.
All right, there you have it. Hunter Reynolds, our race winner, survived the chaos on the last lap to pick up that race win. But now let's move on to the driver who finished in second place, and that is none other than the 19 of Zach Workman. Zach,
Yes.
Hey, this is KR. Not your
Hello.
conscience. Okay, dear God, if I was your conscience. Ugh. Hey, man. Hey, you finished second.
I did.
How'd you do that?
I pitted with guys better than me, and I stayed with them, and I followed them, and I got a good stop. And then I'm like, okay, I will follow you now. And I did, and we got in front.
All right, cool. Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
So no talent was needed.
No, just pure luck. We stayed in the back. We did a Rick C brands. We stayed in the back. Somehow found ourselves in the top 5, restarting with like 10 to go. So we just did a Rick strategy, and we almost pulled it off. I thought Eric was gonna go with me, but he needs to finish like really good finish for the playoffs. So, I don't need another win. We can save that to the playoffs, KR. So take a nice P2.
I mean, you do have 2 already, but there's records to think about.
I don't want to be that guy with the target. If I get 3 wins, they're gonna be like, oh, look at that guy. All the wins. We should not let him win anymore. Yeah.
That's
So
daddy's money right there.
So I'm gonna play it cool until the end, and then I'm gonna snatch it away, whatever that is, though.
I like it. I like it. Hey, I like it as long as your dad isn't paying for it.
Depends what kind of dad.
I'll be your daddy.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Whoa. All right,
Whoa.
we gotta end this interview.
Yeah.
All right, Zach. Well, man, nice job. Congratulations bringing it home in 2nd place. Shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
My parents for always supporting me. Racing Bros NASCAR podcast for jumping on board for this Wednesday schedule. And thank you in the booth for calling good races and making me feel really uncomfortable right now.
Perfect.
What else? I gotta thank Hunter for not killing me when I did that block on turn 1. I thought I was gonna die, but he killed his teammate, so we'll take that, I guess. Yeah.
All right,
Good finish, me.
Well, man, nice job. Bringing it home in 2nd place. 2 wins on the season. A 2nd place here tonight. Guys, watch out for this 19 for championship contention. Zach, once again, congratulations.
Thanks, KR.
All right, now let's move on to our 3rd and final step of the podium, and that is the driver of the 071. His name is Eric Laurie, and he was briefly a pilot in this race here tonight and not necessarily a race car driver. Eric, how you doing here tonight?
I'm doing great. You, KR?
Man, I'll tell you what, if I was doing any better, my name would be Eric Laurie. I'd be a pilot and a race car driver all in the same night.
Yeah, in that first crash, I really don't know what happened. I just got hit so hard, it just kind of stunned me a little bit. But was able to get a fast repair and keep on going.
Well, keep on going. You did all the way up to the 3rd step of the podium. You finished 3rd here tonight, man. Daytona, not necessarily the easiest track to get around as far as super speedways are concerned. Things get tight from time to time. Tell us a little bit about what you had to do to get through that white flag lap.
Just hammer down and everybody pushing. There was a big help there, and got lucky and missed the crash and just held it there behind Mr. Reynolds.
Well, Eric, you did a solid job here tonight. You bring it home in 3rd. And Eric, a lot of racing left to go in this season, but not a whole lot left in the regular season. Just a little bit below the cutoff line. What are you going to do here in the next 2 races to make sure you're above that cutoff line?
Race hard.
Ooh, spoken like a driver who I could look up to.
Gonna have to do something. I got some teammates that are helping me out, making sure we can get things accomplished here.
All right, Eric. Well, you did start the race 16 points below the cutoff line, but with this third place finish, I can't do the math for you, but I think I don't think you're 16 points below the cutoff line anymore. So, man, we look forward to watching here in the next 2 races and get into the playoffs. Before we let you go, shout outs, thank yous.
Well, I want to thank you for what you're doing, putting up with all of us doing this. Want to thank the crew from Meteor Racing, Gabe, Peter, Zach. Want to thank them for all the help tonight, and all the other guys in Flat Out Motorsports.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our third and final step of the podium, the 071 John Deere Green of Eric Laurie. Nice job, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And Alan, I guess, I don't know, whatever you are. Thank you very much for joining me for the Smooth and Creamy 175 presented by Gabe Butler. I hope you all enjoyed the show. And before we sign out, we are going to get through tonight's race results. We talked to our podium finishing drivers. Mark Mann finishing in 4th. Jimmy Reynolds rounds out your top 5. Sebastian Marin 6th. 7th place goes to Dave Hunt. Nate Warren in 8th. 9th, Jeff Crosby Jr. and Richard Kuhn in 10th place. Andy Brigante, Anthony English, Cody Nagels, Gabe Butler, and Tyler Miller going to round out your top 15. Then in 16th spot is Travis Elliott. Sean McCare 17th. 18th place goes to Shane Posey. 19th, Rick Seabrand. Sean Stevens 20th. 21st, Jeff Crosby Sr. Jim Mayer 22nd. 23rd, Lynn McNeese. Peter DeBorgia 24th. 25th, Les Levy. Casey Gilchrist in 26th spot. 27th goes to the 77 of David Booth. Ernie Williams Jr., who was airborne on the white flag lap, gets scored in 28th place. 29th goes to the disappointment of Alan Fritsch. That is none other than Zach Fritsch. BK Anderson finishing in 30th, and we can't wait until next week when we get a kindergarten story of BK Anderson and Robert Rock, the first driver out of the race here tonight in 31st place. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully next week will go a little bit smoother. This one was pretty rough for me. If you noticed or didn't notice, then I did my job well or not well. I messed that up. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope y'all had a good time, and until next week, y'all stay safe and have a good night.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.